Stooping the levels of third world dictatorships, Maine's top election official rules Trump is ineligible for the 2024 primary ballot. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video, and today it is time to talk about the 2024 presidential election, because everyone, late last night, we received a stunning announcement from the state of Maine, as Maine's top election official, the Secretary of State, ruled that Donald Trump is ineligible for the 2024 primary ballot. That is right. Not a judge, not the Supreme Court of Maine. No, no jury, no trial, no. This was an unelected official that single-handedly decided insurrection, Trump's ineligible because of it. You cannot make this up. She basically copied and pasted what the Colorado Supreme Court said, even though she's not a judge, she has no law degree, nothing. She just decided, well, he's not able to be on the ballot in Maine, at least for the primary. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash a like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you could join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Now, let me be clear, and I've said this every single time. If this was happening to Biden for the same reasons, for the same circumstances, everything, I don't like him. I don't like Biden at all. But I would be saying the same stuff. This is third world crap, what Democrats are pulling on Trump. And no, this isn't some grand conspiracy to, secretly get Trump the nomination, to give him the nomination, to kick him off the ballot later. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. If that's the case, why are they focusing on the primary ballot? They're kicking him off for the primary, which is in like 2 or 3 months in Maine. A couple months for Colorado. This isn't some grand conspiracy. They just don't want Trump to win. And that's what's happening. A partisan Secretary of State single-handedly decided, nah, Trump can't be on the ballot. Not because of signatures, not because of anything like that. No, insurrection. Let's just get into it, because this is a dangerous precedent that this crap sets. Because now it's not just judges, which that's one thing. You could say, oh, you can at least appeal it. You can do all of this. They have law degrees, whatever. This is an unelected official appointed by Democrats that decided this. What am I supposed to say other than this sets a terrible precedent where what's stopping, say, the Secretary of State of Georgia from kicking off Biden from the ballot, or of Texas? If they, I don't know if they have election board or not, but just an example. This starts a precedent where a Secretary of State, not even just judges at this point, anybody, you could theoretically say, oh, you're off the ballot. Let's get into it, because this ain't good. This is not good for this country. Maine's top election official ruled Thursday that Donald Trump is constitutionally ineligible to appear on the state's primary ballot next year, fueling a national effort to disqualify the former president over his attempts to overturn the 2020 election. I mean, just read this again. An election official, not a judge, not the Supreme Court, an unelected official, single-handedly decided, 14th Amendment, he is disqualified. There are so many problems with it. I mean, can you just imagine that if they did that to Biden in Texas? Say, well, you're allowing an invasion on our border. We're not going to let you on the ballot because you're not defending the country like you're supposed to. The decision by Maine Secretary of State Sheena Bellows, a Democrat, follows a bombshell Colorado Supreme Court ruling last week that concluded the 14th Amendment to the Constitution prohibits Trump from serving in office again because of his role in the January 6, 2021 attack on the Capitol, which me and others have talked about at great extent. Many people far smarter than me have said. The 14th Amendment, you read it, it doesn't even apply to the president. It mentions congressmen, senators, state legislators. It doesn't mention the president. It mentions the electors of president, but doesn't necessarily mention the president. And even then, he hasn't been charged for, at least convicted. He's not been convicted of insurrection. They're just saying he committed insurrection without him ever being convicted of it. And that's a problem. You can make an argument, which is still dumb, that, oh, well, if he's convicted of insurrection, then he's kicked off the ballot. That's at least somewhat more valid than we think he committed insurrection, despite him not being convicted of it. However, Bellot's office said her decision would not be enforced until the courts weigh in. Given the compressed time frame, the novel constitutional questions involved, the importance of this case, and the impending ballot preparation deadlines, then why the hell did you decide to give a decision? In a 34-page decision, they're making it sound like it's a judge. An unelected judge that has nothing you can do against her. There's nothing to stop her from doing this crap. Wrote that Trump's actions around January 6th compelled her to rule him ineligible. I mean, they make it sound like she's a judge, she has a law degree, even though, for my research, she has none of that. Hell, her latest tweet, not retweets or whatever, said, we gotta protect democracy and let voices be heard and all this crap. Which was a couple months ago. Then she did this. But if you're not going to enforce it, why write this decision? Why? This is absolutely stupid. They want him off the ballot, but they even realize, oh, we can't even enforce it because no court's going to say, no, that's not allowed. There's been plenty of people in prison to run for president. So it's absolutely absurd that they're not even going to enforce it. So if you're not going to enforce it, why didn't you just say, let the courts deal with it? Let the courts decide. That would have been far better. It would have made you seem more bipartisan, like, hey, this is a constitutional question, which she even admits. This is a novel constitutional question. Just let the courts deal with it then. Why are you deciding what the 14th Amendment means? The weight of the evidence makes clear that Trump was aware of the tender laid by his multi-month effort to delegitimize a Democratic election and then chose to light a match. This is absolutely hilarious, coming from the lady who kicked off somebody from the ballot. Very close to an election, mind you. And how much you want to bet for in 2016? Somebody look this up. What did she say about Russia? What did she say about Trump's victory? Did she claim it was fake in 2016? Somebody go look that up. Trump is expected to appeal the decision, others like it, to the Supreme Court, which will most likely have to settle the issue, which I think they will. I mean, you can't, at this point, it's one thing if it was a court's doing this, but you have unelected officials essentially deciding what they think the law is. And oh, they're making decisions. It's a 34-page decision, and she's ineligible, despite it being novel constitutional questions. They have to get involved, because at this point, what's going to stop, say, I don't know, the Secretary of State of Wisconsin, or I should say the Election Commission, or whoever runs it. I mean, it's kind of a mess right now, but let's just say the Secretary of State of Wisconsin, just an example, just says, oh, he's off the ballot, or the Election Commission, just, oh, he's off the ballot, because we don't like him. No, insurrection. That's the problem with this crap. And somebody needs to say something, or some court has to step in and stop it. Because it's just going to spread. And what's going to stop red states from doing the same thing? Which, by the way, defeats the whole purpose of the popular vote. I mean, If you can't be on every ballot nationwide, how can you have a fair popular vote? You can't. It is a mess. And this starts a total shit show. And the Trump campaign is pissed about it, and rightfully so. This isn't some 70 chess move to get Trump the nomination. If it was, why are they trying to kick him off the primary ballot? That doesn't make any sense that they're trying to get him the nomination by kicking him off the ballot that gets him the nomination? What? You just start thinking about some of these theories by people that makes absolutely no sense. I mean, it's not some 70 chess move. They're just scared Trump can win. And they're trying to kick him off the primary ballot so he doesn't get the nomination. That's what this is about. That's not some grand conspiracy. We just got to see what happens. Hopefully the Supreme Court steps in and finally puts an end to this crap and say, no, you can't remove people just because of the 14th Amendment. You can't remove people because of this. But it is the Supreme Court talking about. They usually aren't the most proactive in the world, but I'm hoping they are. Because this should be a unanimous decision against Maine, against Colorado. Because that's how absurd it is. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.